Buying a home can be one of the smartest financial moves you make, or one of the most expensive mistakes of your life. And the difference often comes down to what you don't notice during a showing. It's easy to get emotionally attached the moment you see a great listing. But before you fall in love, there are warning signs that can tell you a house is going to cost you time, money, and stress after you move in. I'm Leilani Courtney. I'm a realtor on the Monterey Peninsula, and in this video, I'm breaking down 10 red flags I look for when touring homes with my clients. This is the exact checklist I use as a real estate professional to quickly spot potential problems. Number 1, the neighborhood. Long before we even pull up to a property, I've already evaluated the neighborhood. I'm looking at things like, is the home close to a freeway or a major thoroughfare? Is it under a flight path from an airport? These factors can seriously impact noise levels, the resale value, and your overall quality of life. If the school district is important to my buyers, and for many first-time home buyers, it is important. I've already vetted that information before we ever step foot in the house to make sure the location fits their long-term needs. As we arrive, I'm paying close attention to the street itself. How's the parking? Is it easy to access the driveway? Is the driveway steep, or does it have blind exits that could one day become a safety issue? I'm also taking a look at the surrounding homes. How well are the neighboring properties maintained? While one unkept yard doesn't automatically mean a bad house, it can signal potential issues that buyers should consider, especially when thinking about future resale value. Remember, you can renovate a house, but you can't change the neighborhood. That's why this is always the first red flag I evaluate when helping clients decide whether a home is worth pursuing. Red flag number 2, the roof. Next, I'm looking at the roof. I'm checking for missing shingles, sagging areas, or moss growth, all of which can signal deferred maintenance or moisture issues. I also pay close attention to nearby trees. Are branches touching the roof? Are trees planted too close to the home? Here in Monterey County, defensible space requirements can directly impact your ability to get homeowners insurance, and tree removal can be both restrictive and expensive. Roof issues are big ticket items, so this is always a major homebuyer red flag. Red flag number 3, foundation issues. As I'm walking the exterior, I'm looking at any visible foundation. Hairline vertical cracks can be normal, but horizontal cracks, step cracks, or wide openings are not. Even patched cracks get my attention. Repairs may indicate a past issue that needs further investigation. Foundation problems can be costly, so this is one area where buyers should never overlook warning signs. Red flag number 4, poor drainage. If it's recently rained, one of the first things I look for is pooling water, especially near the foundation. Standing water around a home is a major red flag because it often means the yard isn't graded properly to direct water away from the structure. Poor drainage can lead to moisture intrusion, foundation issues, mold, and long-term structural damage. Over time, even minor drainage problems can turn into very expensive repairs. I'm also paying close attention to where downspouts are draining, the slope of the yard, and any signs of past water flow like erosion or staining. These issues don't always show up on a sunny day, but they're critical for homebuyers to understand before moving forward. Drainage problems aren't always a deal breaker, but they are something you want to identify early, inspect further, and budget for if needed. Red flag number 5, sagging floors and ceilings. When I walk into a home, the first thing I look at is the floors. Uneven floors, soft spots, or visible damage, especially on hardwood, can signal moisture issues or structural concerns. Cracked or broken tile is another big red flag. Tile is extremely expensive to remove and replace, especially when it runs through large areas of the home. Floors tell you a lot about how a house has been maintained. Red flag number 6, water stains, mold, or plumbing issues. Next, I'm looking up at the ceilings and the walls. Water stains, patchworks, or large cracks can indicate leaks or past water intrusion. I'm also checking windows. Older single-pane windows that stick or won't open properly are a sign of future replacement costs. Fireplaces matter too. Unused wood-burning fireplaces can develop moisture issues in the chimney, which often means costly repairs. Outside, I'm also going to check chimneys for leaning, missing mortar, or loose bricks. These are serious structural concerns that should never be ignored. Red flag number 7, outdated or unsafe electrical. Electrical panels tell a story. I'm checking the amperage, condition, and whether the panel looks overloaded. Messy wiring, overcrowded breakers, or outdated panels often means an upgrade is needed. And electrical upgrades can be expensive and sometimes required for insurance or future renovations. Red flag number 8, big ticket systems. Now let's talk about the big ticket items, the furnace, the air conditioning, and the water heater. These systems don't need to be brand new, but they do need to be well maintained, because when they fail, the replacement costs add up quickly. When I look at a furnace, I'm checking for signs of corrosion, of rust, or overall neglect. A furnace can last a really long time if it's been properly serviced, but visible wear often tells me it hasn't been maintained the way it should. The water heater is another big one. Most water heaters have a lifespan of about 10 to 15 years, so the first thing I look for is the install date. If it's already near the end of its life, you should expect to replace it sooner rather than later. And for air conditioning, I always check the outdoor condenser. If it looks heavily rusted or extremely weathered, that's usually a sign the system is older, and replacement could be right around the corner. These aren't always deal breakers, but they are budget items. Knowing the condition of these systems up front helps buyers avoid expensive surprises after closing. Red flag number 9, do-it-yourself or low-quality renovations. Cosmetic updates can be deceiving. A house might look great at first glance, but I'm always paying close attention to the quality of the work, not just how it photographs. I'm looking for things like uneven tile, poorly installed vanities, loose fixtures, or finishes that look rushed or incomplete. These are often signs that corners were cut during renovations and may be a sign there are hidden updates not done correctly as well. I also make it a point to look under the sinks in both the kitchen and the bathrooms. I'm checking for active leaks, water damage, or signs of mold. Those hidden areas usually tell you more about the quality of a renovation than the pretty parts you see right away. DIY work isn't always bad, but when it's done poorly, it usually means you'll need to redo the project correctly, and that's where buyers get hit with unexpected costs after closing. Red flag number 10, pest disclosures and inspections. Signs of pests such as droppings, damaged wood, or entry points are major warning signs. And while seller disclosures are helpful, they're not always foolproof. And this is why I always tell my buyers, never ever waive your home inspection. Even if everything looks good, inspections protect you from hidden issues and costly surprises. If you're seeing multiple red flags on this list, it may be a bad house, or at least one that requires serious budgeting and further investigation. This isn't about finding a perfect house. Every home has its quirks, even new construction. It's about knowing which issues you can live with and which ones could turn into a money pit. If you identify any of these red flags, it doesn't always mean you should walk away, but it does mean you should ask better questions, hire the right inspectors so you can make an informed decision before moving forward. If you have any questions about today's topic or want personalized advice for your local market, drop a comment below or reach out to me directly. I'm here to help you make confident real estate decisions. I'm Leilani Courtney. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.